Hello, everyone. I'm Maria, and I'm celebrating my 75th birthday this year. Can you believe my sex life is just as vibrant as it ever was? Before we dive into today's topic, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on valuable tips related to health and sexual wellness. In this video, we're going to reveal some little-known facts about women's sexuality that can completely transform your intimate relationships. Whether you're in your 50s or 70s, like me, keep watching because I'll be sharing powerful techniques to help you overcome premature ejaculation and take your love life to new heights. If you find this content useful, please give it a thumbs up to help spread the word. And if you have any suggestions for how we can improve, feel free to leave a comment. Now, I want to ask, do older adults still have sex? I truly believe they do. In fact, according to the New England Journal of Medicine, this is far from being a rare occurrence. 54% of men and 31% of women over the age of 70 are still actively engaging in sexual activity. Did you know that this number is even higher for people between the ages of 50 and 60? It's a bold reminder that the spark never truly fades as long as you know how to keep it alive. I've seen this firsthand, and I'm sure you've wondered at some point if you can still enjoy it. The answer is yes, but pay attention because our bodies do change, and that's where the fascinating part begins. When you hit 50, men start noticing a decline in testosterone levels. The hormone that once made you feel as strong as a lion slowly fades away, leaving you wondering, am I still capable? For women, vaginal dryness gradually becomes an unwelcome guest, making intimate moments more challenging than before. But don't believe it's the end. I've been there, experienced that frustration, and found a way to overcome it. Pills can offer relief. Lubricants are like small miracles in a bottle. Sometimes it only takes a gentle touch in just the right spot. Subtle and tender actions can reignite that spark in your heart. Have you ever tried softly caressing your partner's inner thigh? As we age, the skin becomes thinner and more sensitive, and a simple touch in the right place can awaken feelings you thought had long disappeared. I remember the first time I discovered this. There's no need to rush, no need to prove anything. Just slow down, savor the moment, and let those bodily changes work in your favor, not against you. Testosterone levels drop in men, yes, but why not turn this into an opportunity to explore tenderness? Vaginal dryness may make you feel a little shy, but a bit of lube can break down those barriers, bringing back the moments you deserve to enjoy. Sex after 50 isn't just about the physical, it's about connection, a way to tell the person beside you, I still see you, and I still want you. I want to ask you honestly, do you believe sex still matters after 50? Does it still bring that spark into your life, or has it faded into the background of daily concerns? Studies show that over half of men and more than a third of women over 70 are still going strong. Don't give up. You could be part of that group too. Drop a simple yes or no in the comments. I truly want to know your thoughts because I believe that at any age, we all deserve to love, be loved, and feel the joy in our own unique way. Have you ever thought that a kiss on the belly might stir a woman more than a soft touch on her ear or neck? I've tried it, and I can say that it feels like a warm wave spreading through you, awakening every sense you thought had gone quiet. According to the Kinsey Institute, In 2018, 40% of women reported that nipple stimulation was the first step they desired. A slow, gentle approach is often enough to get your heart racing. But let me share more with you, because something shifts in our bodies as time goes on. And that's when things become even more captivating. The skin grows thinner, more receptive, like soft silk awaiting discovery. Have you ever explored this? A gentle touch on the lower back or inner thigh can catch your partner entirely off guard. It might even leave them breathless, because those areas are often overlooked. I still remember the first time I tried it. Not the usual spots everyone assumes, but a light stroke across my husband's lower back. He turned to me with eyes wide in amazement and joy. It felt as though I'd opened a hidden door we assumed was forever closed after 50. We often believe our bodies are too well known to surprise us anymore. But let me tell you, that's not true. This new sensitivity means every subtle touch can tell a story. Don't just linger in the familiar places you've always gone. Move outside your usual rhythm. A kiss on the belly can send a shiver down your partner's spine, a silent thrill they didn't expect. You'll witness a little magic if you trace your fingers along the inner thigh, or let them travel softly down the spine. Picture this: you're sitting in a dim, glowing room, and instead of rushing into something familiar, you pause. You lean in and kiss their belly. No pressure, no haste, just presence. Let your lips explore the skin. Then, you slide your fingers slowly over the inner thigh. A touch so quiet, it feels like a secret. Chances are your partner won't just be surprised. They'll want you to do it again. After 50, it's not about speed, but elegance. It's the small, intentional moments that truly transform connection. And yes, 40% of women are absolutely right. Nipples may be a natural place to begin, but the lower back, inner thighs, or even a surprising kiss to the belly, these are treasures still waiting to be uncovered. I encourage you to explore. Where have you touched that made your partner react in a way you didn't expect? Leave me a comment. I'll read through them and personally respond to the top 3, because I believe we all have a hidden gem to share, and I'd love to hear yours. Now, let's talk about something many are afraid to voice: premature ejaculation. Have you ever felt it was something shameful, something not to be spoken of? I want to reassure you, it's far more common than you think. In fact, 1/3 of men over 50 experience it. I've seen my husband face this too, but we got through it together. If you're willing to try, I want you to picture this. You're nearing the edge, your pulse quickens, your breath grows sharp, and instead of letting it happen too fast, you stop. This is the stop and squeeze method. Premature ejaculation isn't a failure. It's a challenge you can learn to navigate. According to the Journal of Sexual Medicine, the technique truly works. I've watched my husband fumble through it at first, but after a few tries, something shifted. So here's what you do. When climax feels close, pause. Gently squeeze the head of the penis for about 10 seconds. Take a deep breath. Stretch out the moment like it's something valuable. Then resume. I've seen with my own eyes how 78% of men improved their stamina in just 3 months. But why stop there? I have another secret to share. Kegel exercises aren't just for women. Men can strengthen their pelvic floor too. I encourage my husband to practice them just 10 times a day, just a few minutes, while driving or watching TV. Can you believe it? A 2019 study published in Urology showed that he improved his control by 30% in just 6 weeks. It was as if his body had reclaimed a strength that time had quietly taken. Kegels aren't just exercises. They're a powerful way to reconnect with your body and reclaim confidence. I still remember the pride in his voice when he told me, "I'm not afraid anymore." I couldn't help but smile. Imagine lying next to someone you love, fully in control of your rhythm, not haunted by anxiety. The stop and squeeze method is more than a technique. It's a moment of intentional pause. And I knew, deep down, that we had conquered something important together. Premature ejaculation isn't your enemy. It's a challenge that proves you're stronger than you think, so long as you keep going. Take just 10 seconds to breathe, to hold that moment a little longer. Pair that with Kegels, and it's like having a quiet internal guide, each contraction reminding your body, you're in charge. After 3 months, 78% of men mastered stop and squeeze, and 30% reported better control with Kegels. So now, the question is, will you be next? I challenge you to give it an honest try, not only for your own confidence, but also for the person sharing your bed. What's your choice? Stop and squeeze or Kegels? Drop a comment. 1, if you choose stop and squeeze. 2, if you're leaning toward Kegels. I'm looking forward to seeing your responses because I believe you have a story inside you too, one full of pride, growth, and connection. Now let's talk about something many used to laugh off, sex toys. I once thought they were just a gimmick, but that all changed when I realized how transformative they could be. According to Love Honey, in 2019, 52% of women own a sex toy. That made me think, why not try? Especially after 50, when the body starts to change. Dryness crept in unexpectedly, and moments that used to come easily became harder to enjoy. I started with a small vibrator, just a simple one, but it felt like someone had turned on a light in a dim room. No more hesitation, no more discomfort, just pure, joyful sensation flooding back like it used to. It's astonishing how something so tiny could breathe life into moments we thought were behind us. With it, we didn't just reconnect, we rediscovered each other. After 50, we don't have to surrender our passion. We just need different tools, different paths. And for me, that little vibrator became an unexpected savior. But here's the deeper truth. There's something even more transformative than any toy. It's communication. I call it asterisk gold asterisk. I'll never forget the moment he paused, smiled, and said, "I like that you asked." 3 small words, but they opened a universe I didn't even know we had missed. From that point on, we started asking each other the real questions. What do you enjoy? How would you like it? What haven't we tried? No more guessing, no more silence. Because after 50, when your body doesn't respond quite the same way, asking directly isn't awkward. It's freeing. I still remember the first time I brought out that little vibrator with him. I was nervous, worried he might pull away. But I simply asked, "How do you feel about trying this?" To my surprise, he nodded. That moment taught me why 82% of couples who communicate openly report higher satisfaction in bed. It's not just about the words we say. It's in the way we hold hands, meet each other's eyes, and rediscover pieces of intimacy we thought had faded. That night, we laughed, explored, and felt like teenagers falling in love all over again. Toys don't replace connection, but they can soften the edges where physical changes, like dryness, start to get in the way. And it's communication that binds it all together. Every question you ask is a bridge. Every answer you receive is a quiet embrace. So I urge you to be honest with yourself and with your partner. Have you ever used a toy together? Have you sat down and just talked about it? Because 52% of women were right to choose toys, and 82% of couples have shown us what real communication can do. I believe every story has power, so please share yours. You never know who it might inspire. And now, let's talk about something people rarely associate with aging: STDs. I used to believe they were only a concern for the young. That was until I came face to face with the truth. Sexually transmitted diseases don't care how old you are. According to a CDC report from 2018, chlamydia rates in people over 50 doubled between 2007 and 2017. Doubled. I was stunned when I first read that. I had assumed that once we passed a certain age, we were safely beyond those concerns. But life still has lessons to teach us, and protecting both myself and the person I love is something I can never take for granted. Using a condom may sound simple, obvious even, but it's also the strongest protection we have. There's no shame in it. It takes just 5 seconds to put one on, and those 5 seconds could save you from risks you never saw coming. I remember the first time I handed a condom to my husband. He laughed, a little bashful, but then smiled and said, "You're right. Better safe than sorry." And since then, it's just become a part of what we do, like a quiet promise to care for each other. But caring for your sexual health isn't only about disease prevention. It's also about the health of your entire body. One small, overlooked habit: staying hydrated. I didn't take it seriously at first, brushing it off as a minor detail. But then I began noticing how drained and sluggish I felt, even during our most intimate moments. That's when I stumbled across something important. Proper hydration improves blood circulation and boosts energy. CNN backed it up in 2022. 73% of women reported feeling stronger and more vibrant when they simply drank enough water. So I gave it a try. A few extra glasses each day. Nothing dramatic, just a consistent change. And you know what? It made a real difference. I felt lighter, more present, more alive. My husband noticed it too. It was like a gentle breeze had returned to my body, and with it, to our connection. As we age, our bodies naturally retain less water. After 50, dehydration sets in faster, but even a small effort can bring big changes. From how you move to how you love, everything shifts when you take care of yourself. Picture this. You're lying beside your partner, and with just 5 seconds, a condom, a simple act, you've protected both of you. Then you take a sip of water. You feel your blood circulating with ease, carrying energy you thought had long disappeared. Sexually transmitted infections don't discriminate by age. Chlamydia cases in our age group doubled, and that's not something to ignore. But we're not powerless. We can take control. And let me tell you, I'm convinced 73% of women say they feel better when they use condoms, and I can vouch for it. I'm a believer now. So let me ask you honestly, do you use condoms regularly? If not, no judgment here. This space is for sharing, not shaming. We all have our own ways of staying healthy and nurturing love. I'd love to hear yours. Now let's talk about positions. Yes, the kind that actually make both you and your partner feel good. Over the years, I've discovered what works best. And honestly, missionary still reigns supreme. The 2017 Archives of Sexual Behavior agrees. Nothing quite matches it. Even when the body isn't as flexible after 50, missionary gives us closeness and comfort that can't be replaced. 80% of women love it, and I understand why. I remember one night lying face to face with my husband, his gaze locked on mine. Every breath, every beat between us felt amplified. Missionary gave us that space, gentle, unhurried, and free from strain. But there's more to explore. Spooning, it's an underrated treasure, especially for aching joints. It lets you stay close without discomfort. And then there's standing. Yes, even now. The first time I tried it, my legs trembled from age and doubt. But I leaned against the wall and he supported me. And then everything shifted. A spark I thought was gone came rushing back. That climax felt stretched out, suspended like a gift I hadn't unwrapped in years. Don't let age write your limits. Whether it's missionary for its gentle familiarity, spooning for soft, aching mornings, or standing as a daring little adventure, each position carries its own kind of magic. Try them all. Let yourself laugh, stumble, rediscover. 80% of women swear by missionary, but spooning and standing are the gems I found along the way, and now I want you to experience them too. So tell me, what's your favorite? Is it cozy, eye-locked missionary, tender, peaceful spooning, or bold, wall-leaning standing? Drop your name below. I'll pick one person at random to share a personal tip with, because every love story matters, and I'd love to hear yours. And as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with something important. Whether it's the stop and squeeze technique that helped you extend pleasure, the open conversations that reignited your connection, or the comfort of discovering new positions, remember, none of it is out of reach. It's all still yours to explore. Aging doesn't mean intimacy ends. It means we love with more awareness, more intention, and even more depth. I've lived this truth. I know you can too. So please, don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with your friends over 50. If you found value in it, hit that like button and drop a comment to let me know you're still here. And join me next week. I'll be sharing ways to increase desire after 60 so the fire never fades.